I have a very different view altogether on this. When I launched Khushi about 8 years back, the whole purpose of launching Khushi was that what you said exactly, earlier. 1/3 of the malnourished children stay in India of the world, and India also houses the largest number of street children and largest number of child deaths. There, in one of the panel discussions, I had replied that today a malnourished child is something about 5 years old or a 6 year old, and tomorrow, after 10 years or 15 years, he will ask for work, and there will be no work because his health will not allow. He has not gone into education, so he is not literate enough to handle any kind of a work. So where are we heading? The 1/3 population, child population of India, which is going to be adult. Where are we heading up to? This was the question which made the basis of Khushi. Now, when I say this, the point is see the comparison between the growth in technology and see the comparison of how these children have grown to accept, adopt, and apply that technology. No, agriculture is one of them. No doubt, agriculture employs a lot of people, and most of them are from the same rural areas. But let us see the infrastructure development. When we talk about a large scale infra development, do we really see youth today applying so much of hard labor, the rural youth or a youth which has not studied, applying so much of hard labor and coming onto the parallel lines of the nation's growth? It's very doubtful. Coming to the female population not participating in the growth structure, I think the education system has failed somewhere. In many schools, you do not have the required subjects because you do not have the required students. Here, a bottleneck comes that a girl is required to travel from one village to another for education. Now, the parents do not allow that girl to travel because of security reasons, safety reasons, or whatever reasons. So, a generation of female is not moving towards higher education because of the facility is not available, or facility is not available nearby, or safety is an issue. So, what we are looking at today is a result of what we have been handling 10 to 15 years earlier. Today, we are seeing the outcome of that. It is not just COVID. It is not just any viral infection which comes and takes away about 7 8 months of a country. It is that in the last 10 15 years, we have not made the education or we have not made that culture where a youth is imbibed in the growth of the technology and so the growth of a nation. So there is a gap. Now, how that gap is being filled up is by a lot of corporates, is that they pick up youth, they organize proper training according to their requirements, and this is how they are coping up with them. So where the scope is more, the youth are being employed irrespective of male or female. Like maybe mining industry is there, maybe FMCG is there, maybe other industries are there, infrastructure industries are there. They are providing special trainings to youth and they are employing them. But where we are not able to reach, and which is a large section, they are deprived of all the growth. So my point, what I'm trying to make is that if today we bring into a system where we make the youth savvy to the technology and savvy to growth in the technology, which is going to be next 5 years or 10 years, probably we will see more interest of this youth coming in the industry. The mindset is 15 years back when the technology was not that heavy. Like somebody said, they are very tech savvy to mobiles, etc. When they are so much dependent on technology in terms of mobile or anything like that, today they expect to operate in the same environment. You can't have a person watching on a mobile and then you ask them to dig a road or do some labor work, because the mindset is not there. Yeah.
And I'd request you to kind of close this in the next 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. This is what I wanted to say, that I think we need to match the technology growth with the interest of the youth, and this is where the equilibrium lies. Thank you.
Thank you.